Out of the Halldale High School field here at the Simmons Complex in Farmingdale, Maine, as we have some Mountain Valley Conference soccer for you today. The Halldale Bulldogs, boys, take on the visiting Winthrop Ramblers, two old MVC rivals. I'm Rob Kennedy here with the broadcast today. The Bulldogs, defending state champs, winning their first state title back last November, 1-0 over Washington Academy. 2-0-1 in the season, picking up right where they left off. A 1-1 draw to start the year with Monmouth Academy. A couple of wins since. Defeated Lisbon 7-0 on September 9th, and a big game against Waynfleet this past Saturday. They defeated the Flyers 2-1. Ramblers are coming off a 2-0 win over Maranacook last Thursday. They're 2-1 on the season. Scoreless at halftime. Keenan Livy broke the deadlock soon afterwards, and Evan Bilodeau added the insurance marker. The one loss this season was to Buckfield, a 2-0 hard-fought match. And an Oak Hill victory over Oak Hill as well for the Ramblers has them at 2-1. These teams very tight right now in the early heels. Halldale is wearing the blacks here at home. They're attacking from right to left. Winthrop in the white with the green numbers. Classic Rambler uniforms. They'll attack from left to right. Well, that far side, that's Chase Hansen over there. Carter Eldridge switched his number this season. He's wearing number 20. He wore 3 last year. Grady Marcoux, the sophomore, has taken the number 3. That's out for a throw. Grayson Carey is over there. That's a Winthrop throw. They'll take it instead. Ramblers get things going. Jackson O'Hearn, one of the seniors, number 5 out there. Well, the Bulldogs very good at maintaining possession. They don't give the ball away easily or cheaply. Grayson Carey ahead to Colby Keene. Keene showed a bit too much of the ball that time and left it laying for Crew Presti, who drove it away. Off the back of the head, that's Ike Fogg, a rookie in the lineup, just a freshman. Breaking into this team in the starting lineup today. Davis Medor comes and intercepts. Medor nowhere to go. Thought about passing up front, but excellent defense by the Ramblers. Wyatt Grant was over there with Connor Hashey. Reed Parlin. Hansen. Bounced that off of Nick Wagner for Winthrop. Went off a Halldale player after that, and Wagner takes the throw. Parlin's back over in the corner. He's watched closely by Graham Hurry, the sophomore, number 14. A good battle going on there. Bulldogs knocked off Winthrop twice last season. They played in the season opener in Winthrop. The Bulldogs won that game 6-1. But you can tell the growth of the Winthrop Ramblers over the course of that season. And Coach John Baer, as they played in the season finale as well in the regular season. And that was a Bulldog win as well, but much closer. 3-1 in that contest. Keene. Keene's up front with Colin MacArthur, a pair of juniors. Medor. That is one thing about this team. There are not many seniors on it. In fact, looking at the roster right now, there are not any seniors on this Halldale roster. All juniors and sophomores with a handful of freshmen sprinkled in. Winthrop's kind of in the same situation, though. A couple of seniors on the team for them, but really their lineup is mostly juniors and sophomores as well. Including Gianni Halfley, who's in goal. He's a junior. Keene. Eldridge worked outside. Shouts for offside. That's punted out over the touchline on the far side. It's a throw in for Halldale, and Chase Hansen, from his fullback position, steps up to take the throw. Good long-range effort. Now saved by Halfley. The rebound there, and it's put home. That is MacArthur. Colin MacArthur steps up and drives it in. And the Bulldogs have the 1-0 lead in the 4th minute.
Let's take a look at the goal by MacArthur. The initial shot, an excellent save. That was going to be in, but nobody marked up MacArthur, and he's too good to leave alone coming in through the area and knocks it home.
Colin MacArthur's goal in the 4th minute. And that's a position that Winthrop and really any team doesn't want to be in, trying to chase the Bulldogs, who certainly can score some goals, and MacArthur proved that. It was a great save by Halfley. A tremendous shot at first, too, to put that near the goal. Was taken by Owen Free, by the way. Owen Free had the initial opportunity. It took a great save by Halfley just to keep it out of the goal in the first place. And then MacArthur there for the rebound, using his speed to just blaze past his marker and pop it into the empty net. Square ball. Knocked away. Good play by Bilodeau, the senior defender. Hansen. Now Davis Mador. Mador trying to roll that into the area. It did come free to Colby Keene, but Keene with a left-footed strike knocked it just wide of Halfley. That's a goal kick for Winthrop.
Folks have done a good job keeping the field in pristine shape here. It's been a difficult time for those that have grass fields. The watering system here is fantastic and has really kept this thing plush.
Yeah, it's not been easy, I know that. A lot of work's gone into it, too, as you point out. Like Fogg pushed that ahead to Grayson Carey. Carey. Mador. Slowed down by Presti. Good work in the middle by Crew Presti. And Presti there again to win that battle. Had a little assistance there, too, from number 13, Ben Chang. Keene. Oh, nice turn, but he didn't realize he had a defender behind him. Bilodeau snuck in to take it away.
It was a couple of years ago, Rob, we did the playoff game here that Johnny Beer went rope-a-dope and tried to keep the score down. He did that, and they ended up winning in penalty kicks. But you get behind 1-0, and all bets are off on that strategy.
Yeah, they did a great job that night. Halldale, unable to score, went to penalty kicks, and Winthrop advanced, upsetting the Bulldogs in the 2023 playoffs.
Yeah, 2 years ago, yeah, because Halldale didn't go home last year until they carried the gold.
I think that loss really motivated them overall because they felt they were the better team that night. They did have more chances and more possession, but the Ramblers' defense that night was just outstanding. But I know that stuck with Halldale for a while, and it became a mission the next season, which they did, as you mentioned, parlay right into that gold ball. Eldridge. That's a good ball over the top. MacArthur's free, and he's onside. MacArthur, can he get the shot away? Turned his defender around, and then went tumbling over Ben Chang, who did just enough to deny the shot. Jack Chapin with a strong tackle. Bilodeau. Chested down by Fogg. Fogg a second chance, and it knocked off his foot. Bilodeau again, excellent work by the senior number 7 out there in white and green. Free. Another great ball through, and Grayson Carey's onside in alone. Carey, and a tremendous save by Halfley. Gianni Halfley just outweighted Grayson Carey. Excellent patience. That ball took a deflection on the shot by Colin MacArthur, and will be a Halldale corner.
Here's that great save, Rob. It's a corker. Keeps this game 1-0 right there, point-blank range.
It seemed like for a moment he was caught out there in no man's land and wasn't sure exactly what he wanted to do, but he just kind of got into a staring contest with Carey, and it was Carey who blinked. Cut down the angle, didn't overcommit. Excellent work by Halfley, and again, the shot that beat him really wasn't his fault. He made a great save off a long-range shot from Owen Free, but the rebound off the crossbar, and MacArthur right there to pound it home. Reed Parlin setting up for the corner, right-footed. He'll try to swing this toward the goalkeeper, and it's a good corner as well. Eldridge was there, but he was marked closely. Very well defended by O'Hearn. Eldridge. Reed Parlin won't catch up to this, or will he? He did. It's a throw-in now. This is booted out of play by Wyatt Grant over the touchline. Fogg on the throw. Carries the edge of the area. Headed well by Presti, but he can't save it. It's another Halldale corner. Parlin took the last one. The junior's heading over to take this one as well. Six Bulldogs in the area or near the 18. As Ike Fogg has just cheated up as well. Another good corner. Fogg tried to turn and shoot on the volley. It was knocked away from him, and here comes Cheng. Then Cheng. Numbers may be here for the Ramblers if they hurry. Graham Hurry. Well defended. That was Jack Chapin who diffused what looked like a very probable and encouraging offensive run into the front third, but Chapin there to blow it up. A ball over the top that time by Eldridge. And won't quite have enough oomph to get out of play, and that forces O'Hearn to play it under pressure from Grayson Carey. Into the area, headed out of there nicely by Mangin. That rolls out for a goal kick. Bulldogs with a 1-0 lead if you're just joining us. We're in the 10th minute. Colin MacArthur opening the scoring in the 4th minute. Right out of the gate for Halldale, jumping out to that 1-0 lead. Crew Presti taking the goal kick. Decent distance, but no one there in white, unfortunately, for the Ramblers. Well, a chance now for Libby to take it back. Did a nice job in doing so. Hurry, the sophomore, played outside. The Ramblers trying to use the flanks. Libby races by Grayson Carey. This pass too far for Hurry. McGrath. His first touch. Eldridge. Again looking for Colin MacArthur. MacArthur trying to shake his marker. That was some excellent work. A good tussle between MacArthur and Ben Chang. Chapin once again stops a Rambler in his tracks. That's Konohashi. Fine play defensively. This time it was Davis Medor who took it away. Grayson Carey trying to play that into space. MacArthur, or rather Eldridge, running for it, but Hafley saw it and won the race off the goal line. Good alert goalkeeping by the junior. Chapin nods that ahead. There's a Halldale throw, and Chase Hansen's over to take it. Work that ahead. Grayson Carey left without the ball. He's back battling for it now with Winthrop's Evan Bilodeau. Now the Bulldogs looking to attack. Davis Medor fed through. Ike Fogg a shot, and he couldn't pull it on frame. A good setup for the Bulldogs as they used all parts of the field in that attack, working it from right to left and setting up the opportunity for the rookie Ike Fogg. Nice header once again by Davis Medor. Carey beaten to it. Owen Free has it now. And again, he's got a very strong shot from distance. We saw that set up the first goal. Carey under pressure from Presti. I think that went over the goal line, and it did. So that's a goal kick for the Ramblers. Beautiful day here in Farmingdale. And picture perfect for mid-September. Temperature 70 degrees, not much wind at all. As Rob Munzing mentioned, the field in very good shape, so weather conditions not even remotely a factor in this contest today. And the only thing that might be is the sun, and that would be more for the goalkeeper down to the right, Halldale's Landon Gilbert. Not much of a problem for Hafley, I don't think at all, as his back is mostly to the sun. Not entirely, but mostly. Chapin. Central defenders out there with Reed Parlin. Free. Work outside to Eldridge. Wanted to return that to Carey, and Eldridge saw a little bit of daylight there with the ball, but he was beaten to it. Well played by O'Hearn. Bouncing ball taken by Davis Medor. Here comes the Halldale Jr. Wants MacArthur. MacArthur trying to turn inside. Turns around, spins, shoots, and a save. Very well saved by Hafley, as that was a tough shot to read. MacArthur used the defender as a screen there and was able to turn around and get in front of the Winthrop defender. That didn't give much time for Hafley to react.
Yeah,
very good save.
MacArthur with some great foot skills there. Did the spinorama move, and as you said, used the defender to screen.
He's really been able to display his foot skills, too, playing up front and getting more playing time this year as a junior. After graduation of Jackson Olsen, for example, Carter Eldridge is, I think, in a different position than there was a lot of last year. This is a Winthrop throw, perhaps? No, it's a Halldale throw, but Grady Marcoux is checking in. And Owen Free, who got that assist in the goal, he will head to the bench. First substitute of the game comes for Jesse Rowe and the Halldale Bulldogs.
I don't know if you saw the schedule, Rob. Gardner and Halldale are playing a regular season
They
game
are. Yes,
this year. We're scheduled to do the girls' game, but I just noticed on the schedule the girls' game's at 3:30, and they're playing the boys' game at night. So we're going to try to do both.
Sure.
Don't hold me to it. If Rob's available that date.
What's the date?
I can't remember.
Okay, well, we'll look it up and
Yep.
see, and if I'm available, I would love to be at Hokefield.
So Chris and I and probably Bill Hasty, we could manage to do Gardner and then stream up here.
Oh, I see how it works. It'll be a doubleheader, 2 different sites.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That does complicate things a little bit.
It does. Yeah. Not for you, but for me.
Right. Yeah. For me, it's easy. I just come here. Or maybe I go watch the first half of the girls' game and then come up here. Right now, though, a shot put on goal. Not much velocity there for Grayson Carey, but again, strong defending by Mangin.
Yeah, so if we can pull that off, that'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, it would be.
You know, it's
great to have him play in the regular season.
Yeah,
too.
fantastic. And it's both our schools that we cover, Halldale and Gardner.
Right.
So it's a win-win for all of us.
And for the players, too, because for so long,
Yeah.
with the conferences being as rigid as they had been until recently, you got these schools separated by about 6 miles and couldn't play each other. Halldale was making those long trips to Georges Valley, Dixfield, etc., and still do, and that's great. But to not have games with some of the local opponents right here in the neighborhood didn't really make a lot of sense, but that's all changed, so good. Speaking of good, nice run down that sideline. The pass a little bit behind Graham Hurry, and the Bulldogs clear it. That was well done over on that far side.
Sure
it was Ben
was.
Chang who kind of took the advantage of Halldale giving him space and kind of letting him play on.
And thank everybody for tuning in. We got some great fans up here for Bulldog Sports.
Oh, very nice play by Halfley. Eldridge was at a tough angle, but he wanted to spin that out and try to connect with a body in front. And Halfley, very alert to that. Not only did he see it, he stopped it and held on. Spill that one. It's instant trouble with all the bodies in the area, especially inside that 6-yard box.
And we will be picking up more Halldale games as we go on here through the fall. We've been really busy, Rob and I, down at Central Maine Community College with a slew of games.
Lador trying to get that through and did. MacArthur shoots, and he was under pressure. You really credit Ben Cheng there for forcing the issue because it looked like MacArthur was going to be all by himself for an opportunity.
Yeah, they're really marking up on MacArthur, which they need to do.
They
You can
certainly
see
do.
it. He's already got probably 4 shots, a goal.
Tristan Chapman coming in for the Ramblers. Callan Harridan has also entered for Winthrop. Evan MacArthur, number 18, has come in, the freshman, number 18 for Halldale.
That's making me feel old because Dad, Todd MacArthur, was a neighborhood kid over the house all the time growing up. Now the kids are playing.
Eldridge into the area. Let it free. Here's the shot. That deflects as Grady Marcoux with a left foot. Try to put that on goal, and too many Ramblers in front of him. Mador, he's got a little space.
Nice.
Grayson Carey after a great pass. Carey shoots, and it's just over the bar. Grayson Carey, the younger brother of Keegan Carey, is now playing for St. Joseph's College. Haven't gotten a chance to see Keegan play yet this year, but I'll get him to Standish at some point. And speaking of alumni, Winthrop has a couple alumni too. We got to see him last night. Isaac Bro, who's now playing for Central Maine Community College, got his first goal last night for CM.
I tell you, his former coach was some proud. I talked to Johnny Bear before the game about it. He couldn't say enough about it. And he wanted me to share that he watched it. He watched the game last night. He was so excited. He said it came out of his cheer.
Well, he had to score too. Bro scored against his old teammate, Jackson August, who was the keeper for UMA, and did a very good job despite the scoreline in that game. He was under fire, and I thought played a very good game. Gosh. Most of the goals that were scored against him were not ones I think he had much shot at.
Yeah, he was in the trench all by himself in trench warfare.
Harridan just in the game couldn't catch up to that. It's a Halldale throw. I love seeing the players graduate and continue playing, especially when they play in the state of Maine.
Yeah, we get to see him too sometimes. That's fantastic.
You'll see Jackson Olsen for Halldale at CM. He's playing for Southern Maine Community College. And those two teams will match up in the not-too-distant future as well.
Yep.
Olsen played quite a bit with that man right there, Carter Eldridge, and boy, were they a formidable duo. Eldridge trying the shot from an angle, hoping to sneak it by at the near post, but Hafley was right there, really no way through at all.
We'll see Aubrey Gilbert as well. She's playing
Yep.
keeper for the Seawolves women. We'll see them in, next week? We good?
It will be next week, yep.
Yeah, we've got the women's game next
Actually
week.
saw Aubrey Gilbert and watched the Hearts of Pine game match with Aubrey at Fitzy. Put a ticket up available and said, yeah, my partner couldn't go, who wanted to go. Usually it's a couple of friends of mine who were on that short list and said, anyone want it? And Aubrey was the first to respond. So she had a Saturday off from action at CM or SM, excuse me, and watched the match. That's a great thing to have down there for soccer fans in the state, and especially folks in Portland. If I were at SM, I'd try to get to as many matches as possible. Then again, it's a tough ticket these days.
Yeah, it is. Well, that's a credit to them. And they did it right, didn't they, Rob? I know you've been there from the get-go. They really put it together well.
Battle of fours, Jack Chapin physically matching up with Hashi. Chapin. Carey. MacArthur wants to make the run. Evan MacArthur this time. Mador tries to chip the keeper. It's a little too high and a goal kick.
Good idea. That's all Davis had there was the chip.
Josh Foster entering the game for the Ramblers, number 15. He's a junior. He'll replace Tristan Chapman, the senior. Will get a rest. Actually, excuse me, that's number 5, Jackson O'Hearn, also a senior, not number 6. So O'Hearn will come off. Headed forward by Marcoux. Oh, nice footwork there by Bilodeau. Pushed it a little too far in front. That allowed Eldridge to come back and play it and regain possession for Halldale.
I was just on Chris Wheeler. I got the scoreboard down the right corner, and I think it may interfere less than up top, particularly on corners. So trying that out today. Let us know at home if you like the looks of that.
Owen Free back in the game for Halldale. Looks like it'll be Eldridge who gets arrested. It is. Carter Eldridge coming off.
Missing something, Chris?
Game settled in nicely here after the early goal for Halldale in the 4th minute by Colin MacArthur. Marcoux. Colin MacArthur again. Carey calling for it, gets it. Carey marked closely by Chapman, trying to roll that back to MacArthur again, and once again, Ben Cheng was there. Cheng doing the yeoman's work inside the goalkeeper area defensively. He's got that tough job to stick with Colin MacArthur.
Use a new camera set up this year for those of you used to seeing it. We'll get a little robotic camera. Chris is running it like it's Star Trek, the second generation, and on a joystick and all.
Well, if it was going to be Star Trek The Next Generation, I should have my headlamp.
Yeah. That was funny last night.
It's a Geordie LaForge headlamp, and I'll find a picture of it. I know they took one at CM last night, but at CM we're under a tent, so the beautiful lights there brighten everything up, but under the tent there's shadows I couldn't see, so I had a headlamp on, and it does make me look a bit like Geordie LaForge from Star Trek The Next Generation. Austin Ferry. Oh, he's dispossessed. Connor Hashi, right at the keeper, and Landon Gilbert has his first save of the contest.
Well, there's always a Hashi, isn't there, out at Winthrop? Been for years.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of all of them that I've seen play. Basketball,
exactly.
Soccer.
Yeah.
There's been several.
Every community has names like that.
That's right.
Family trees.
A lot of space for Grayson Carey to work, and he got that pass through, but offside the call. Takes away the scoring opportunity from the younger MacArthur, Evan. Hafley made the save anyway. Close, but offside. So the Bulldogs really try to time that and almost connected. That's booted high by Hansen. Hansen. 50-50 ball he recovers and takes. Grady Marcoux. Pass that a little bit behind Owen Free, the freshman over there. That's a throw-in for the Ramblers. Graham Hurdy back in the game for Winthrop. He got a rest, and he'll replace Connor Hashey. Chapman. Deflected forward. It's the one problem the Ramblers get into a little bit is they have to be so conscious of defending. And when you move the ball forward, usually they're at a significant numbers disadvantage. And that's why they haven't really been able to mount a whole ton of offensive attacks at this point. The Bulldogs just control the territory. They have come close to breaking through. Davis Medor trying to fend off Graham Hurdy, who just came back in. Oh, what a battle going on there. Chapman on the tackle as he knocked down Evan MacArthur, but did so cleanly. Played forward. Bill it up. Grayson Carey comes into attack and claims the ball. Rolled through. Oh, it hit MacArthur. He was marked closely by Chapman. If that ball came through, though, I think it would have been MacArthur who wins that race. Just hit him in the back heel. Marcoux played outside. Free to Carey. Grayson Carey. The square ball to an open Davis Medor. This is nice for Halldale. Here's the opportunity. Put in front to the far post, Austin Ferry. No one there to connect to the end of that. The Bulldogs, again, very threatening. Chase Hansen pushing up.
That's a couple of times I've seen Davis Medor with a nice touch through.
Medor's passing today has been on point. There he is again, Medor, this time, though. Kind of got bullied off the ball, but recovered. Medor, another good feed. Defended well by the Ramblers as Evan Bilodeau got in the middle of things and disrupted the Bulldogs' attack.
Well, let folks know, we had a game scheduled originally tomorrow at Gardner, but they're going to have a parade bonfire for homecoming week, so they moved that game that we were going to do tomorrow. Was it soccer, Chris? Field hockey tomorrow. So they moved that to today. So we're committed here, so no game tomorrow. Football Friday night.
Kendok Ring in the game. You saw him in your picture. Defending. Just came in with fresh legs. Colin MacArthur lets it ride. He'll take the throw in himself. Wanted to anyway, but when the Ramblers were in position, I think he might defer for a moment for Ferry, and then did indeed eventually take it. Grayson Carey trying to work his way through individually. That wasn't going to work with Chapman there. Ferry on the left foot, skied into the area, and headed away immediately by Chapman. Medor has been pulling all the strings in the midfield to this point. Carey wanted to switch to the left foot, but he's in a crowd of white shirts. Crew Presti clears, and shot right back into the side netting as Owen Free turned and tried his luck. That'll bring Jackson O'Hearn back in the game, the senior for Winthrop. Fast-moving first half, already in the 27th minute of the 80. Tristan Chapman, who did an excellent job defending, has come off, as he and O'Hearn have traded places. Now, the Bulldogs have had the advantage in possession and territory, but really outside of that, the one shot and a couple of balls into the area, Winthrop's done a good job keeping their finger in the dam after conceding the early goal. But you know these Ramblers can defend, that's for sure. The Bulldogs, though, are exceptional at moving the ball and using the entire field. Well, Winthrop so far has been up to that challenge. MacArthur's moved back. He'll play that square to Reed Parlin. Parlin plays it himself back to MacArthur as those two work some magic. MacArthur's ball ahead. Rushing onto that, Colby Keene, and a tremendous save by Halfley. Oh, yeah. He has been tremendous.
Another corker right here. This looks like a sure goal setup here, but what a save. That had the corner all written all over it.
And Colby Keene would think if he had to do it all over again, maybe push that a little further away from the keeper. Give Halfley a bit too much time to see the ball, but you can't take away anything on that save by Halfley. It was great. Into the area. Halfley couldn't get that one. It is knocked home, and that's Davis Medor. No, it is Grayson Carey. Carey picked it out of the air on the corner, and it's 2-0 Halldale. All I saw at first was the orange shoes, which Davis Medor is also wearing, but watch Carey just kind of fly into the air.
Yeah, just seeing the very
That was the end of
it there. Yeah, I was trying to rename the save replay, so I was on that screen.
Go in the 29th minute. And the Bulldogs double their advantage. Now ball gets in the area like that, and opposing player, offensive player gets on it. Oftentimes will cause some very nervous moments for the defense and the keeper, and that time Halldale struck. Well, they tried the 1-2 there as Eldridge was on the other end with Grayson Carey, and it was blocked by the Ramblers. Bulldogs trying to work that far side now as that's thrown forward by Evan MacArthur as he's playing the far side. He moved from left to right. Now he's coming back to the left side. Switching spots with Reed Parlin, who's been patrolling the right, and Parlin's going to step up and take the corner, which is Halldale's fourth. From the right side, this will be an outswinger from the right-footed Parlin. And a good one as well. Carey that time got a head on it, but couldn't deflect it goalward. It's a goal kick. Bulldogs a busy few days. They'll be at Maranacook on Saturday. And Oak Hill coming to town on Monday. Actually, scratch that. That's in Sabattis or Wales. That's where the Bulldogs will be Monday. Next home game for Halldale after this one on the boys' side will be homecoming. Friday nights, 1 week from Friday. And it's the Richmond Bobcats who are having a very good season who are coming to town. Winthrop's got Mountain Valley on Friday. They've got a couple of home games. Mountain Valley on Friday, Spruce Mountain on Monday, and then a trip up to Salem as they'll visit the Roadrunners of Mount Abram. Eldridge. Carey. Marcoux with a shot. Good velocity, but over the bar. Good attempt for Marcoux to take. He had a little daylight. Why not let it fly? Parker Mangian back in for the Ramblers. And Jackson O'Hearn will step off. Ramblers have the goal kick. Crew Presty's been doing those duties. And that's headed forward. The Ramblers would like to break here. Maybe they will. Well defended by Chapin, but it's right back to Hurry. And Hurry shrugs off the challenge. Hurry got by Chapin, but he had Owen Free come in from behind and pick his pocket. Headed forward by Bilodeau. Hurry was there with Hashi, but neither one could gain possession. Now the Bulldogs might be able to counter here. MacArthur's in a good spot if they can find him, trying to stay on side. He had to slow down as Ben Chang had stepped up, and that did trap MacArthur offside, and that's why the timing was off on that play. Well worked by the defender.
And most of our Halldale action will be in October, just the way the schedule worked out.
Colin MacArthur. Bilodeau at the edge of the area, but he fed it right back to Austin Ferry, whose shot will bounce in on goal on Halfley. No problem with that. 32nd minute of our 80 here in high school soccer. 2 40-minute halves. Bulldogs and Eldridge again. He showed too much to Keenan Libby, who poked it away. Eldridge right back on it, however. That was MacArthur. And a long shot will drift over the bar. Bulldogs not shy about taking the chance from distance, and of course it did pay off in the opening goal. After a great save by Halfley off an Owen Free shot, it was knocked off the crossbar. MacArthur there to put it back in. Grady Marcoux will come off now, and Ike Fogg re-entering the game. MacArthur stabs it out of the air to Colby Keene. Keene played through to Carey a little bit too far. Now the route was there. Not sure if the pass was too far ahead or if potentially Grayson Carey had slowed down his run. And the Bulldogs have been seeking out those openings. Eldridge heads it high. Eldridge with it again. Parlin had to step back on the ball and contend with Graham Hurry. And Hurry does a great job. It'll be a foul called on Reed Parlin. Referees haven't had much to do in this game so far. Just a couple of calls and fairly easy ones to call too. So right on the center stripe, a free kick for Winthrop. Good one into the area too. Chapin heads it out. Now the Bulldogs might have something on if they counter here, although Winthrop does have players back. They did well making sure they didn't overcommit. Eldridge with 3 Ramblers, and the boys in white will win that battle. But they're not out of the woods yet, as the Halldale Bulldogs now with 3 up in the play. Chapin, a little time and space for the junior to work. Graham Hurry in to force the issue. Rolled through, kind of a lackadaisical pass that Cheng picks off, and the Bulldogs get it back. MacArthur calling for it. And they feed it ahead to him. Colin MacArthur. Put it in front. Nobody there. They arrived a little too late. Owen Free was in the vicinity. Colby Keene also there. That's a throw-in for Winthrop. Chapin. He's been good for the Bulldogs in that back 4, but maybe a chance now. Although Chapin right back in it as Hashi tried to step around defenders. Eldridge. Working the sideline, right down that right touch line. Free. That's played forward. Carey is onside. MacArthur. Colby Keene switching to the right foot. Can he get the shot away? He can't. This one is put on frame. That was Owen Free. An excellent shot and a better save by Halfley. It's a corner for Halldale, but boy, Gianni Halfley's made some saves in this first half.
Yeah, it could be double. Could be 5. He's made 3 corkers.
Chapin taking it this time. It's been Reed Parlin, but Chapin over, right-footed to deliver into the area. As it lands in the area as well. Eldridge was there, but first one of the ball was Keenan Libby, the Winthrop senior, and he hoofed it out of there. Cleared it to safety, and a foul called here as Chapin knocked down. It's a free kick for the Bulldogs. Chapin pops back up and takes the kick into the area, but headed away immediately. That was Ben Cheng. Cheng's had a very good first half defensively. He's had about a bunch of the Ramblers, despite them being down 2-0. I think they've really fought off the Halldale attack for the most part pretty well. Now the Ramblers might work on some offense here. Bilodeau. He played that ahead, but too close to Ike Fogg, and Fogg got a boot on that. Now MacArthur at full speed. MacArthur with a one-man to beat. That's Mangin, who played the angle well, but the pass to Colby Keene, and Keene just lost his footing trying to set up. Boy, the Bulldogs making some pretty passes. Set up opportunities, but that one couldn't put it home. Colin MacArthur lets that ride. A throw in for Halldale. Carey. Blasted away by Mangin again. We approach the 37th minute, 3 minutes to halftime. Bouncing ball to Owen Free again. Good work in the air by Evan MacArthur. Bulldogs with it now. Nice ticky-tack passing. Put ahead and, Carey steals it, shoots, and scores. Gianni Halfley got a paw on it, but couldn't get it all, not from close range like that. And Grayson Carey's got a brace. That's his second goal, and it's 3-0.
Look at it right here, Rob.
It's a good individual effort by Carey when he does get into the area, because he has to beat a man to
Didn't get it again.
Get that ball set up. So So the Bulldogs have a very successful first half, and they're making that possession pay off for them. Excellent hustle by Hashi. He just runs out of space trying to walk the tightrope over there. That's a throw in for Halldale.
We'll get our clock. Chris is working on the clock.
Good physical battle and Hurry. Throwing his weight around a little bit with Austin Ferry. Hurry toward Grant. No way through Eldridge. Now the Bulldogs on the edge of the arrow. Reed Parlin knocks it away. Headed high by Owen Free. Free has got help arriving. Carey. Parlin. They'll play it into the area now, and an alert goalkeeping by Hafley to get off the line because he knew the Bulldogs were attacking on that far side. And Caden Reith, who was just checked in, almost had an opportunity right off the bench. Now the Bulldogs, Eldridge at full speed. Put the brakes on to feed it into the area toward Carey again. And again, Ben Cheng over to blast it out and clear it to safety. That's a Halldale throw. Carey. The edge of the area, he wanted to find Owen Free, but pass wasn't quite delivered strongly enough. And Chapin reached behind to get the ball. That was a tough play by Jack Chapin, but he made that look simplistic, really. MacArthur. Cheng's watching him. Eldridge. Eldridge! Blasts it into the back of the net. And that's the problem with playing Halldale. You have so many players who have offensive skills.
Yeah, seeing it right here, Rob. Good look.
It's a great pass, first of all, from MacArthur. Eldridge just makes that little turn, sets himself up right-footed, and he's got velocity. Placement's always been a strength of his, but when you add the velocity to it as well, it just gives goalkeepers fits.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Halldale's passing in the attack zone. They really thread the needle. We've seen it 5 or 6 times. MacArthur's an excellent passer, not only a scorer, he's got a great all-around game.
And you watch, too, that's been a point of attention by Jesse Rowe as a foul called in Evan Bilodeau. As Reed Parlin gets up, they kind of slap each other on the back. Parlin, and they'll do that again. I think they might award a yellow card here to Graham Hurry, although I'm not sure he was really intending to disrupt the play. I think he thought the ball had been played because he turned around and didn't see Reed Parlin. So I think he thought that Parlin had played the ball, turned around to defend it, and then was kind of confused as to what to do and where to go. So that wasn't one of those situations where I think the yellow card was any kind of bad sportsmanship. It was just kind of a player who got a bit crossed up.
Whistle on the kick.
So set that up again as the referee had not started the clock. There's only 8.4 seconds left, but where the Bulldogs have this kick, they could set something up in that amount of time. 5 Halldale players off to the right side. Austin Ferry, the one Halldale man on the left. He's joined by Colin MacArthur now. Reed Parlin. Toward the goal, a flick by MacArthur. Didn't get deflection where he wanted it to go. Almost a chance for Evan MacArthur. Now it's Reith, but time runs out in the first half, but a very successful one for the home side. 3 different players score for Halldale. Colin MacArthur in the 4th minute, Carter Eldridge in the 39th minute, sandwiching a pair of goals by Grayson Carey in the 29th and the 38th. It's Halldale 4, Winthrop 0 here at halftime in Farmingdale. We'll be back for the second half momentarily on Munzing Media.
We are Bulldog Strong. We are a local organization committed to kids, committed to our community, dedicated to teaching the next generation how to give of their time and talents to make a difference, and supporting those affected by cancer. Bulldog Strong Basketball was established in 2013 when my own mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I saw firsthand her struggles, doubts, fears, and her amazing fight to live. Cancer does not discriminate, and so many of us have been directly affected by the disease. Our basketball family has grown over the past 8 years, and we continue in our mission to provide opportunities like our summer camp, All-Star Showcase, and our 3-day invitational to raise money for those in need. Through competition on the court, we learned so much about how sports can shape our lives in a positive way. We are passionate in what we do. We are proud of our Bulldog Strong family. We are incredibly thankful for the support we have received. Kids, community, and caring for one another is who we are. Remember, no one fights alone.
Something new is happening here at Central Maine Community College.
Join us for our first open house and homecoming weekend, Saturday, September 27th.
Future Mustangs, explore our campus and discover what CMCC has to offer.
Alumni, come back, reconnect, and show your Mustang pride.
Families and community friends, celebrate with us.
We'll have games, food, and live events.
Mark your calendars for Saturday, September 27th.
And be a part of CMCC's first ever open house and homecoming weekend.
We'll see you there.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
When you need top quality aggregate, you need McGee Construction. From gravel, sand, and crushed stone to specialty materials, McGee Construction has supplied Maine's contractors and homeowners for over 35 years. No project is too big or too small. Whether you're building a driveway, a home, a highway, we've got the materials you need delivered on time every time. For reliable service, expert advice, and high-quality aggregate, trust McGee Construction. Built on trust, driven by quality. Why waste valuable time and gasoline traveling around when you can enjoy one-stop shopping at Goggins IGA in Randolph? Goggins is locally owned by people you know and trust at the heart of our community. Goggins offers the convenience of one-stop shopping, in-store banking, a large selection of liquors and wines, and a full-service pharmacy. At Goggins IGA, you're in, you're out, you're home.
At Fowler's Roofing, our staff and crews are very reliable and professional. We've been servicing New England for over a decade. When we approach a job from the free estimate to the finished product, the #1 goal is establishing trust with the homeowner and to provide them with 100% satisfaction. We specialize with shingle roofing, framing, siding, earthwork, metal roofing, metal buildings, and so much more. We are proud members of the Better Business Bureau, the Kennebec Valley Chamber of Commerce, and the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce. We are fully certified, thoroughly insured, and we offer a 24-hour emergency service serving the state of Maine, as well as a 5-year warranty on labor. As a business in the Kennebec County area, we are very proud to be a continuing sponsor for local schools and sports teams, building a better community with Fowler's.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
Jeff Harder here, partner of CBU Advantage. Hey, if you're looking for a career that puts you in control, CBU Advantage can help show you the way. Become a licensed Medicare health plan sales agent. We will give you the tools to unlock 6-figure income potential while making a meaningful difference in the lives of your clients. We're going to provide you with the ability to generate year-over-year income growth, all while owning your own business. You can even work from home if needed. In short, enjoy financial freedom and the tools to succeed in a thriving business. Let's have a conversation. We'll talk to you all soon.
Elliott Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grampy Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-servicing printing company. From simple copies to full logo design, we offer it all under one roof. Located in Farmingdale, Maine, we are at the heart of many different communities. We love assisting new and existing customers with any of their printing needs. Stop by, call, email, or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to help.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust their fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other hand?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's prepared me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
All Halldale in the first half. We want to let you know that we'd like to thank a couple of our wonderful sponsors, CB Matson Incorporated. They've been providing housing here in the state of Maine since 1959. You can check them out on Facebook, get all the information if you'd like to apply for CB Matson Housing. We thank them for participating in our program, and we'd like to welcome in a brand new sponsor, McAllister Real Estate. I had put something out on Facebook that we'd had a couple of sponsors go by the wayside and have to drop out. And I got a call, I got a message from Katie McAllister, great star athlete at Gardner High School. I coached her dad, had her mom in class, and so I go way back with Katie and her family. And she and Kim said, hey, we'd be happy to sponsor both Gardner and Halldale. So we're going to be making an ad for McAllister Real Estate, and they're right in downtown Hollowell, all your real estate needs. So we thank McAllister Real Estate for coming in as one of our great sponsors here on Munzing Media. Chris Wheeler's been doing our robotic camera here, and he says it's good to go. He says it's really nice and smooth, and, of course, we get the best in the business here in Rob Kennedy. And it's been all Halldale, Rob.
It has been all Halldale, and it's been not for lack of trying or effort from Winthrop because they are battling, but just watching some plays by the Bulldogs that has been very hard for any defense to stop. I mean, they've scored some outstanding goals.
Pass all the way across the field, threaded beautifully by
That's
MacArthur.
The fourth one, Eldridge. And you watch MacArthur, too, as he had his hands up before the shot was even taken. He kind of knew exactly what Eldridge can do in that position and situation. And, well, Eldridge, we've seen him do it many times before. That's exactly his forte, that quick shot. Excellent placement, good velocity, gives the goalkeeper no chance.
Yeah, and that was the save of the game right there. This thing could be 6-0. That was a tremendous save.
And just one of the saves that Gianni Halfley has made today, too, because he's been very, very good in goal. You can look at the 4 goals and kind of question that, but if you're just joining us, but no, it's 4 goals were all well earned, and Halfley's made some outstanding saves as he's been under pressure throughout the full 40 minutes in that first half. Winthrop's wearing the road whites. They'll be attacking this half from right to left. Right now, Nick Wagner with the ball, dispossessed by Caden Reith. That's pushed ahead, and Landon Gilbert will pick it up and hold on. Gilbert, the sophomore goalkeeper, got pressed into action last year as the Bulldogs were really kind of looking for somebody to step up as far as that keeper role between Elliott Adams, who was keeper for a while, Landon Gilbert, and they both kind of went back and forth. When the playoffs hit, Coach Jesse Rowe Maybe did something many would think would be unorthodox, and that's turned to a freshman in the playoffs. But Leonard Gilbert played that position. Of course, Aubrey Gilbert's his older sister, also a goalkeeper for Halldale on the girls' side. And Landon stepped in and was just dynamite in the postseason. And, of course, now he's a sophomore goalkeeper. Unlike more sophomore goalkeepers, he's got a wealth of experience and is battle-tested. So that bodes well for Halldale, too.
Yeah, you ride your team to state championship between the pipes because you got those goaltender genes.
Yeah. And a clean sheet in the state championship game, too. I mean, that's extremely impressive against a good Washington Academy team. That's Conahashi.
Yeah, we'll see his sister next week down at CM.
Yes, we will. Chapin deflects that. It ends up in on goal as that went off Chapin and then off of Graham Hurry. Gilbert able to pick it up. Good boom by Gilbert as he's trying to pick out Davis Medor. Now both players with the orange cleats are out there. There's Medor with good speed as he's in pursuit of Bilodeau. And Bilodeau charges over him. He'll get called for the foul. A free kick for Halldale.
It was funny when Chris Wheeler walked in. I said, Chris, you got new glasses? Well, he shaved his big burly beard. I knew there was something different.
That's a good ball to Chase Hansen on the volley and a goal. Oh, Chase Hansen.
Boy, oh boy.
He is thrilled.
Channel 8, if you're watching, sometimes they record our games. This would be one to put on the news tonight. This is a corker right here. Good coverage here by Chris. You're going to see it with the kick. He just broke, and not only broke, but then able to control this thing. That's the thing. Boy, oh boy. That is a goal.
Can you show that again, please?
Boy, that is a goal by somebody that really knows how to control the ball. Watch this thing right here.
First, the pass is tremendous off the free kick.
You see him coming in late, coming down the side. This is a great view of it. Chris,
I just want to see where he connects with the ball here. It's right top of the flight, coming down. Yeah, almost hits the ground, lets it get down to foot level, and just blasts it. Picture perfect.
That's a highlight. Sometimes I'll go back and I'll highlight some goals, and that's going to be one we're going to do from this game for sure.
You can use that for an open sometime. That was
yes,
just tremendous.
for sure.
Pretty goals today, but that right now is in first place.
Well, that might get you Caps of Pizza right there.
I was thinking the same thing. You read my mind. Of course, we have the Caps of Pizza player of the game at the end of the contest.
Get those out in the car, Chris. Remember to bring them.
That might have been Chase Hansen's first goal as well. Just the way that the bench reacted. Of course, it's kind of hard to get stats as that went out into touch. But I don't think that Hansen scored yet this year, although I could be wrong about that. But the way he reacted, the way that the bench reacted, they were thrilled for him. I think it was more than just being an outstanding highlight reel goal. I think it was also a monumental goal for him to score a varsity goal.
Yeah, that and the fact that the passing continues to be point on here.
This time the foul called on the Bulldogs as Davis Medor getting a little too physical. Headed back into the area. This might be trouble. A good alertness from Chase Hansen, just scored that goal. To just get a touch on that and knock it away from Hurry. Hurry into the area. Parlin heads it away, and Eldridge finishes the job. Now the Bulldogs might be able to turn and run here. They'll play it ahead. Now Tristan Chapman speedy. Grayson Carey's not going to give up, however. And a little more physical out there. It's Carey trying to shield the ball off. This is a great tussle between two good physical players. That's a foul called against the Ramblers and Chapman. Quick delivery just over the head as Grayson Carey put it in, and the rebound just wide. That goalmouth scramble, the Bulldogs always seem to end up with it. And that one they rolled just wide of the post. I don't want to award the Caps as Pizza player of the game with 35 minutes to go, but it's going to take something special to take it out of Chase Hansen's hands. Parlin. Eldridge. Grayson Carey. Nice through ball, and again, Halfley very alert. So he came off that line, and he's played the position well. He owns his area. He's alert. He's brave.
Yeah, there's nothing that would approach a soft goal in this game so far, Rob, for sure.
Look at the 5 goals Halldale scored, and you kind of think which ones could Halfley have stopped. In my mind, there's none of them.
And as we said in the first, it could be 9-0.
Foul called against Caden Reith. So he got tangled up with Hurry. Keenan Libby stepping up to take the free kick for the Ramblers. Here in minute 46.
Winthrop coach Johnny Barrows asked me, hey, Coach Munson, can you send me a copy of this? He says, no matter what goes on, he says it'll be a good learning opportunity for his kids to look at.
I think there's a lot of things he'll be able to point out, too, that he'll like about what Winthrop's done today. You're playing against a team that's really just turning themselves into a juggernaut. One blemish on their record, the draw with a very good Monmouth team on opening night. Of course, those two teams I don't think can play in the, and they won't play in the postseason because the Monmouth Mustangs, I think, are in Class D. Oh, that gets through. The race is on, and Owen Free is beaten to it by Ben Chang.
Well, that's always been a good RSU2 battle.
They should have some sort of Superintendent's Cup for that match.
Yeah. Well, remember they had the COVID Cup that year.
They did.
Unfortunately, due to the circumstances of COVID. But that was a lot of fun.
It'd be a good one to have every year and just kind of make some kind of unique trophy that would be representative of the two towns and have the winner of that game be able to keep it for the year.
Yeah, I think the COVID Cup had a syringe on it, didn't it, Rob? A shot?
If we had a trophy for that would have been fitting, I'm sure. Carter Eldridge, he's got a goal already. And I might suggest that to Rick Amaro because, of course, he certainly loves his sports.
Yeah, Rick's great. I remember when he was a young basketball coach, we were doing the old state cable live from the Civic Center back in the 90s.
Right,
I used to get to interview Rick.
Longtime Monmouth coach, Monmouth teacher.
Yeah,
went down to the coast for a couple of years and came back as superintendent.
Yeah, one of my favorite guys out there doing those tournaments. One of the classiest people you ever meet.
Yeah, both their Amaros, too, because you got Anthony up there at Forest Hills, and he is. I only get to talk to him every rare occasions at the tournament, but I always am fascinated to kind of hear stories of the Forest Hills Tigers and their traveling. Corner kick goes behind the goal, so that's a goal kick for Winthrop. And we have a school in Jackman playing basketball games in an East-West conference with teams in Freeport and Vinyl Haven. It makes for some interesting trips.
It surely does. And we lost a great member of that coaching community from back in the day, Ray Convery.
Yep.
No better than Ray back in his years coaching, and came back as an assistant coach, and what a gentleman he always was, and respected the game, and the game respected Ray.
That was a nice ball through to Connor Hashey, but was broken up by, could be Chapin over there. Nah, it was Owen Free who's back defensively. Came back from his midfield position.
Yeah, Halldale's pulling the old black shirts, dark numbers on them, much like a lot of the schools do.
Well, those aren't too bad, the black and reds. The ones that really are tough here at Halldale are the JV uniforms, which they used to be using for varsity. The red with the gold numbers on the back.
Oh, yeah.
And those are very hard to see. But that said, if I could award a goal for the uniforms that I think are the easiest to read, the Ramblers would be on the scoreboard because the white and the green, always classic, stands out so well.
I said that's one of the first things I said to Coach Beer when he came in. I said, kudos on the unis.
I always like white and green or green and white. I like those. Parlin out wide. Evan MacArthur just came on, and he's beaten to it by Chapman, who concedes the throw. That goes past Grayson Carey, right to the keeper, Halfley. But by Hurry. Chapin. Eldridge from Parlin. Carey's going to goal. Eldridge tries to squeeze that through, and with the outside of the foot, Crew Presti breaks it up. Mador. Good effort. And Halfley right there to make the catch. Now the Ramblers, the 3-on-3 situation. And work over there on that far side. Going free back there. Actually scratched. That's Weber Sylvester wearing number 7. Reith. Back to Eldridge. Eldridge hung on to it a while, almost lost it to Keenan Libby. That ball gets through. Alertly off his line comes Halfley. He wins the race as Carter Eldridge was, or rather Grayson Carey was looking for a free ball and an entry into the area. Sylvester. Sylvester still battling. And that's where I was wrong. I said earlier, no seniors on this Halldale team. Weber Sylvester is the only one who's a senior on this club. Wyatt Grant. Good work by Grant down the touch line. Fed into the area. Chapin touches it away, and the Bulldogs will bring it back. Eldridge played into space. Grayson Carey has Medora going to goal. Ramblers get back with 4 defenders, and one of them, number 13, Ben Chang, who makes another fine defensive play. He's been a magnet for those Halldale balls into the area and has blocked several. Reed Parlin. Eldridge the quick pass. Grayson Carey. No way through. That time Parker Mangian with the stop. Chang involved again. Long shot wide. It's Grayson Carey looking for the hat trick. And a shot from about 25 yards. Subs coming in. Colin MacArthur's back in. Colby Keene re-entering. Caden Ferguson in for the first time. Number 21, a sophomore. And Kellen Harridan back in for the Ramblers, number 11. Sophomore will replace another sophomore, Wyatt Grant.
I know I say this every time I come up here, our first game of the season. It's just beautiful up here. I mean, look at the backdrop for this, and couldn't be better. And, of course, the lights are fully functioning now. And
yep.
Chris Ranslow said he was going to turn the lights on. I said, a little early, Chris. He says, well, I got to coach the middle school cross-country team today.
Yes.
He said, I've got a lot of different roles going on here.
I was out here running one day after school, and they asked me if I wanted to coach cross-country. I said, you couldn't do worse. Colin MacArthur.
Pinpoint pass. I mean, they can pass in a phone booth.
Oh, great ball through. Got through. Played back, but unfortunately for Colby Keene, he's offside. Yeah, this might be the best passing Halldale team as far as throughout all 3 zones on the field that I've seen. They were really good in the front third last time, and certainly not bad in the other 2, but boy, do they use all the field, and they can quickly move it upfield.
Well, they all can pass and receive and then shoot off the reception of the pass.
Yeah. They all know, they have the chemistry to know where they'll be on the field. Evan MacArthur lets that roll out. He was chased by Nick Wagner. Colin MacArthur. Nifty touch from the side footing. Clean challenge there by Evan Bilodeau, who just stopped the ball, and that took down Owen Free, who wasn't expecting him to be there. Reed Parlin. Once again, Bilodeau forcing him back. That's a dangerous pass. Chapin has to be very poised under pressure from Hurry. Eldridge. Oh, that's a decent ball ahead, but well marked by Ben Cheng. As he was stride for stride with Colby Keene, who was looking to get to the other end of that cross, or that delivery. Now the Ramblers. Keene tussling with Bilodeau. Keene gets free. Now it's Carter Eldridge, who will take the long-range shot if you give it to him. And the Ramblers don't want to give it to him. And the pass up to MacArthur. He's offside. Keenan Libby has some space. Not a ton of time, though, as Parlin speedily gets there. His pass deflects off Hurry. Now the Bulldogs getting some separation now. Oh, nice defensive play by Presti. Here's Chapman. Played ahead, stabbed out of the air by Hurry. Hurry's got company there in Connor Hashey. Not too many Bulldogs. But it's given right back to Libby. Libby, a long shot, and it drifts wide as Landon Gilbert judged the flight perfectly. And Candok Ring will re-enter for the Ramblers. He'll be joined by Josh Foster.
I want to thank our friends at Kennebec Savings Bank, one of our sponsors here for Halldale Sports. let their logo run up there in the top corner. We thank them for that.
Temperature dropping a little bit here in Farmingdale. We started, I believe, in the early 70s. Breeze has picked up a touch. Yeah, we're down to 66. Still beautiful, though. I mean, this is not a complaint, believe me.
Delightful with a capital D.
Yeah. Just notice it's cooled off a little bit as the game's gone on, but yeah, it'd be begging for this weather in about 3 or 4 weeks. Won't be like that for the October games. Probably not, anyway.
And as I said, schedule is heavily into October for field hockey, girls soccer, and such.
I'll get the heated vest ready.
There you go. Not sure if any of those are going to be at night. Certainly not field hockey. They're going to be all day.
Played out into space. Hustling forward, Sylvester. And he can't quite get there. It'll be a goal kick for the Ramblers.
Somebody said, how do you do field hockey up at Halldale? I was up at that field. Nothing up there. No power or anything. Well, we bring our own. We bring everything. We bring our power. We bring our internet.
The only thing you don't want to tell people is it's nuclear power.
Yeah.
We don't let that slip.
Well, we're thankful for all the ins and outs that we have and all the help we get from all these great sponsors. As I said, McAllister Real Estate coming on. So happy to get that message today.
Colin MacArthur. Oh, stood up well. That was a tremendous play defensively. Make sure I identify the right player here once I see the number, and I thought it was Josh Foster, and it was. He just came in. And the Ramblers defensively. Thought they forced a goal kick, but it rolled over the foot of the defender, so Halldale has a corner here. Reed Parlin back on corner duty. He'll take this one from the right side and swing it away from the keeper, or attempt to anyway, Halfley. Could play it short as Evan MacArthur's jumped up. Ring very alert to that. A corner. It drifts too close to the goal. That's the second time the Bulldogs have taken those corners to the right side and haven't been able to swing it out away from the goal. It ends up behind for a goal kick.
I want to give a shout out to the Halldale Boosters Club. I came up here for my granddaughter's game, third grade soccer on Saturday. They had the Boosters shack open up. That was fantastic. What a job that was.
Chance for the Ramblers. And a shot by Hatchie. Good velocity. But he had to get rid of it quickly as the Bulldogs had caught up. But there was a chance for the Ramblers.
And sorry
one of their better ones in the game.
Sorry about not giving you the view of that. Joystick kind of got stuck. I think Chris has got it fixed here.
Yeah, looks like it.
There we go. We're all right now. Yeah, some new we're trying, so. I don't know. Chris is wolfing down some chips. He might draw some chips in it or something.
We're really breaking the third wall here today.
Yeah, we are.
Which is fine.
5-0 game.
Well, and again, these are two, local schools. We see them a lot.
Yeah.
It's, it's kind of fun to watch the game and have fun with them. That's, I guess, like what the beauty of high school sports is. It should be enjoyable for players, coaches, fans, and, broadcasters too.
Yeah, you don't get
good shot. Just wide of the mark. Wyatt Grant turning and firing. This is better from Winthrop as far as offensive pressure is concerned. They've
just
got a couple
to get
of quick
better.
chances, yeah.
One of the things too, Rob, is that makes a good point. I mean, you're watching the game, and if some 16-year-old kid makes a mistake out there, we're not going to beat him up over it. I mean, these kids, they're not pro athletes. They're not making $1 million or anything else like that. They're playing for the love of the sport. So
Colin MacArthur, I mind. He likes Tottenham Hotspur, and they're rivals of my Arsenal team. So.
Yeah, okay.
MacArthur better be perfect, or else he'll hear about it. He's pretty much been that way today. Of course, opening the scoring in the 4th minute.
Yeah. As I said, I'm just tickled to see Todd's kids out there playing.
Harridan with it now. Good footwork. But too many Bulldogs, and once again, it's Parlin there who seems to come and just squelch out plays. And you don't really see him. You don't expect it, but he arrives and makes the defensive takeaway. Rolled forward to Chris McGrath. Oh, look at McGrath trying to get himself through. A great battle going on with Presti. And Presti ultimately wins it. Good work between those two players. Presti, the senior, and the junior, Chris McGrath. And McGrath's worked very hard to get himself some minutes on the varsity side, being rewarded for that today, and showing why he's getting those minutes with that effort and hustle. Now here come the Ramblers again. Nick Wagner. Wagner in space. Can he feed it in? Did that fake a deflection? It did not, so it'll be a goal kick for Halldale. So we pass the halfway mark of the second half in minute number 61. MacArthur. MacArthur still with it. McGrath wanted it. They couldn't reach him. MacArthur played forward again, but the Ramblers defender, Josh Foster, stepped up, made that pass difficult. MacArthur. That's Evan MacArthur to Colin. McGrath. Dropped that off to Owen Free, and Free tried to send MacArthur through. It was blocked by the Ramblers. Now coming back to take it away. Evan MacArthur, he's spilled down with Wyatt Grant. No problem there. They both hop up and get right back into the battle.
Yeah, just a single card in the game.
Nice pass by McGrath. Colby Keene put in front, and Parlin scores. McGrath started the play. The excellent pass to find Parlin after that, and it's 6-0 Halldale.
Here it is, Rob. Again, another beautiful through ball.
Great ball and great presence of mind to pass that back out as Parlin came up and was all by himself unmarked. So Reed Parlin with a goal in the 62nd minute. 5 different goal scorers for the Bulldogs tonight. Colin MacArthur, Carter Eldridge, Chase Hansen, Reed Parlin, most recently, and of course, 2 in a row in the first half by Grayson Carey. Japin still. McGrath. And a roll back, and Evan MacArthur will defer to Colin. Ooh, hard challenge by Wyatt Grant, and you can hear MacArthur react to that from up here. A foul called. MacArthur bouncing right back up. He's just fine. Takes more than that to keep him down. Not a malicious challenge at all, just a heavy one, and it was mistimed. Grayson Carey. Again, he's got 2 working on a hat trick, but he passes off here to Keene, who scores. Colby Keene joins the fun. Halldale certainly scores some well-executed goals.
Here it is right here.
The pass, the finish, far post, just tucked inside. Nothing at all that Halfley could do about that.
Well, such a balanced attack, too, Rob.
You score 7 goals and 6 players do it.
Yeah.
And now we're going to see wholesale changes. There's a lot of different players have come in.
Do they keep the clock running at any time in high school? That's what
I don't
I'm not
think
sure.
so.
We'll adjust our clock, Chris.
1737 is on there right now.
I know we had the episode, I think was it in one of the games we did already this year. They did, when it got to certain differential, they let the clock. It might have been a field hockey game.
And that might be the case. I haven't seen it in soccer, so.
Yeah, the only way that it would probably come into play would be they would let it keep rolling after a goal.
Right. Yeah, in soccer
that,
especially, it doesn't stop
stopping.
anyway.
Right, yeah. So.
Cards and goals, that's it.
Yeah.
Injuries. It's a free kick after a Halldale foul. The Ramblers will take it. Presti into the area. Headed toward the goal. MacArthur blasts that out. That'll be a Winthrop corner. As Nick Wagner is walking over to take it. Wagner setting up right-footed. It'll be an out-swinging corner away from the goal. That's what he'll try to do with it anyway. And succeeds in doing so. Oh, behind the goal line. Outside of that, it was picture perfect. Delivery is, it did swing away from the goal, but before it hooked, it was over that goal line and then bent back into play. So that's a goal kick, and Halldale takes it quickly. Chapin. Passing by the Bulldogs, Marcoux finding Austin Ferry, who drops off to Evan MacArthur. Colin MacArthur. Steps by Hurry. It's played back. Ike Fogg. Mador. Looking to switch fields. Didn't get all he wanted on that. Grant intercepts, and maybe something on here now for Winthrop if they hurry. Grant. Ring. Ring has help arriving from Grant again. Now it's Hurry. Spinning ball. Tailor-made for MacArthur. Went right back to him. MacArthur playing that into space. And Hafley saw that coming a mile away and called everyone else off to make the claim. Ramblers work it forward again. Nick Wagner. Dispossessed. Mador. Good hustle by Wagner to come back and steal. Mador battling him. That rolls past Ben Cheng. Out for a Winthrop throw. Subs coming in now. Bradley Stevens in. Ayud Mendez checking in now. Joshua Ellis, number 34. Joseph Lane, a freshman. And Parker Mangian back in. See, Jesse Rose got a bunch of the boys up off the bench, and I think he's going to be sending in some subs of his own momentarily, some last-minute instructions. We'll see in just a second. Duncan Knott's up over there. Max Red, I see. Caden Reith wanting to get back in. As Ring had an opportunity there, but Chapin knocked it off his foot. Grayson Carey. Played into space. Austin Ferry couldn't quite get there in time. McGrath with it now. McGrath thought about going down the touch line. Back into the middle to Ferry. Ferry again. Mangian steps up and makes the claim over McGrath. Just outmuscled the Halldale Jr. McGrath, a nice touch outside to Grayson Carey. Carey thrown in front, deflects, and cleared off the line as they tried to set up Mador. And Ring comes in to knock that. So sorry, that was Ayud Mendez who came in and knocked that away. Now the Bulldogs will make the subs. Someone free is back in. Max Red entering. Caden Ferguson, the sophomore. Duncan Knott jumps into the game as well. Let me see if I missed anybody. Caden Reith, I did talk about him. He's back in the game too. He got some action earlier in this contest, and he'll be back in for the last 13. It's a corner for Halldale. False start there for Chapin. He'll try it again. Waiting for his team to assemble. And there's a fine delivery. But there in the goal line as Ring was trying to jump and head it, and Ring does get the foot on that to clear it away. Ellis turns. Ring with it now. Now Hurry. Graham Hurry. Still carrying. Played into space. Ellis trying to run onto this. He was cut off there by Ike Fogg. Duncan Knott. Knott with Hurry in pursuit. And Hurry stepped in front, claiming Knott, shielding him back off. Good work by Duncan Knott, but he ran into Josh Foster. It's a throw in for Halldale. And a sub was coming in. It was just Austin Ferry who was there by the touchline. So no subs for the Bulldogs, I don't believe. Oh, Reith is going to switch with Mador. So Reith didn't come on earlier, actually. He's on now. Mador will come out. Ferguson. Wanted to return that to Duncan Knott. Too many Ramblers there. One of them was this man, Josh Foster. Foster just won the throw-in for the Ramblers. He's playing that ahead to Kendall Ring. Ring has a step. Ring He forced the corner. Austin Ferry couldn't do anything else. He had to blast that over the goal line and give the Ramblers the corner. I thought it was a corner. It was a goal kick. Looked from up here like it was last touched by the Bulldogs as Ring was in pursuit, and Ferry just played that behind the line. Now, Ring and Ferry are no acquaintances here. And Ring with a claim. Trying to get by Ferry. Good battle with those two, and Ferry finally hoofs it away. Played right back into the danger zone there for a moment, but Jack Chapin deputized. He's now in the middle, as he's been most of the game. Played outside to Duncan Knott. Knott. Trying to get by his numerical counterpart Foster, and Foster does enough. And he forces the goal kick. Chapman with a goal kick. Stabbed out of the air. That's Caden Reith. Played through toward Duncan Knott. And not just beaten to it. It'll be a Halldale throw. That was a play that had to be made by Tristan Chapman, or Duncan Knott would have had a golden opportunity. Knott with plenty of space here now. Hesitated for just a bit. And ends up as a goal kick as Josh Foster bounced it off the Halldale junior. 71st minute here in Farmingdale. 4 goals in the first half for Halldale, 3 in the second half. 6 different goal scorers with the 7 goals here today. Foster, a dangerous pass. Max Red was lurking there, but pounded away. Chapman again, I believe. And it was. He made that defensive play under serious pressure. Rolling toward the goal line. Not out, though, so Chapman has to clear that for a throw. Grady Marcoux. Bulldogs back defensively. The Ramblers now in possession. Trying to push numbers forward. Maybe a chance here as Ring's coming up on the far side. Or the near side, I should say. Calling for the ball. Hurry. Held it a bit too long, and that allowed Owen Free to come over and steal it away. Here's Free again. Bounced up high after Wagner deflected it. Marcoux played that forward. Now it's Reith. There's Joseph Lane, the freshman, back defensively to slow down the Halldale attack. Ayud Mendez. In between 2 Halldale Bulldogs, and comes away with it. Excellent work by Mendez, who's just a freshman. That'll bounce away from Bradley Stevens. It's a Halldale throw. Evan MacArthur back in. And that'll be all for Jack Chapin, who was the anchor, one of them of the Halldale defense this afternoon. Chapin's a different kind of defender than what the Bulldogs have had, but excessively effective. Look at some of the past defenders as far as size on that back 3 or back 4 that the Bulldogs have employed over the last few years. Look at some of the Gues, for example. Chapin doesn't have the bulk of some of those players, but he is just tough.
Yeah, they were like having, Winnebagos on that back line back a couple of years ago.
And a few players like that going back the last 10 years, but Chapin just impossible to get past. Smart player. And again, not big as far as size is concerned, but he plays far bigger and just very physical and very tough. Oh, you look at this Bulldogs team, and they're strong in all areas of the field. Max Red pushed that ahead and was beaten out of there by Foster. Now it's Hurry. And stepping up to claim Mike Fogg. Fogg and Free, 2 rookies playing pass. Foster with it again. Actually, that's Chapman this time. He's harassed by Reith. It's out for a Halldale throw. Sylvester played that to Red. Red tussling with Foster again, has been very good defensively in the last couple of minutes especially. Callan Harridan will re-enter. He'll come back in, and Chris McGrath will also be back in the game for Halldale. McGrath takes out Owen Free, who's played a good game. In fact, he set up the first goal for Halldale just 4 minutes into the contest by clanging the crossbar, and the rebound went right to Colin MacArthur. The Bulldogs have the quick lead. Harridan just in. Played into space. Maybe a chance for Ellis here. He's behind the defense. Halldale getting back. Ellis was by himself back there, and that was the problem for him, as he had nowhere really to go once there were 5 Bulldogs on him. Halldale player knocked down. I think that's Ferguson. And that'll go out into touch. And Ayud Mendez holding the hand up, saying, we got a injured player out there, stop the clock. And another great show of sportsmanship. That was Caden Ferguson, who's backup. And he'll head to the sidelines. Chase Hansen back in. Ferguson will come off, at least for the moment, injured. And probably for the remaining moments. We'll see, though. 4:42, maybe Coach Rowe wants to get him right back into the contest. And then again, he might want to rest that knee as well, so. Throw in toward Ayud Mendez. Ayud with a Reith there. Ayud got by him. Reith now on it for Halldale. Mendez trying to find Bradley Stevens. Here's McGrath. Hansen, who scored a spectacular goal early in the second half. Now it's Max Red. Red, and then intercepted by Ring. Did come free, though, for a moment to Duncan Knott. That's played out into touch for a Halldale throw in minute number 86. Knott. McGrath. Good ball into the area. Fine defensive play, though. Can the Ramblers clear it? Not quite out yet, as Knott shot goes right off of Chapman. It's a Halldale throw again. Hansen trying to find the far post. No one home for Halldale. That deflects off Joseph Lane. And it's out for a corner for the Bulldogs. Evan MacArthur making the long run over to take it. Either of these teams in a particular hurry at this point. MacArthur. Oh, an Olympico! The Olympico from MacArthur. Wow! Well, now it's going to be tough to figure out who gets the Caps' pizza. As we have 2 spectacular goals.
Here comes this one again, Rob.
Here it is. I haven't seen one of these in a while. It curls, it's perfectly placed.
Wow.
Halfley just couldn't get to it.
What a touch that was.
That'll do it. That's the last kick of the contest.
Oh, okay.
I think, yes, it is.
Maybe there's an eight goal. So let's look at that one again. That's a corker.
Yeah, still a couple minutes left, but they're shaking hands, and yeah, that's
must be an eight goal difference.
I think it must be, yeah.
If both teams agree.
Yep. Oh, what a goal! Let's see that Olympico again.
Yeah, I'm going to slow it down a little bit.
Let's watch this ball bend and hook.
Got it way slowed down. Good job by Chris Whaler on the camera here. It's tough on the corners. You got to include everything.
Yeah, just watch this beauty. Perfect.
Might have gone off the keeper's head, did it? I think it went off his head.
I think it got a fingertip on it. Yeah. That was it because the placement was so good. Now, let me ask you a question. Do we have potentially 2 Caps Pieces gift cards?
Yep, we can.
So why don't we do that today? Because that would really make a lot of sense given the 2 goals that players scored today. Chase Hansen in the 43rd minute. I'm not sure you still have that one. He'll get one of the pizzas. If you have that replay, we'll play it later.
Yeah, I think I do, Rob.
We'll throw it in a second, but we'll see this Olympico again. And yeah, Hafley did everything he could.
He I don't think he got a piece of it. If he did, he got a fingernail.
And look at the Halldale bench celebrate.
Yeah, boy, that's one of those things you just don't see that often. Let's go back, see if we can find the other goal. Do you remember which
Chase Hansen, it was the 5th goal, and it was in the 43rd minute, just
HD4.
Just out of halftime.
Okay, so let's see.
I think perfect volley, too. This is a pretty one as well. It's off a free kick.
Yep, it's right here, Rob.
Yep, this is the one. And it's just this long delivery into the area. And it's Hansen who's making that run up right now. He's number 5, right there at the extreme right of your screen. He's on the run, and it's a perfect delivery. And watch him just play this off the hop. There's the bounce. He waits for it to get in perfect spot, and you can't finish better than that. So 2 Caps' Pizza players of the game today. Chase Hansen, the sophomore. We thought he'd be the only one, but when you score an Olympico at the end of the game, Evan MacArthur, he gets one as well. That's a free 10-inch one-topping pizza at Caps' Pizza. And we thank them, as always, for the support of Halldale and Gardner High School athletes here on Munzing Media.
So I'm going to go back. I want to see if we can get the Caps' graphic up, Rob.
Yep. While you do that, I'll run down the upcoming schedule for the teams. The Bulldogs are at Maranacook on Saturday. They'll take on Oak Hill and Wales on Monday, and then a big one coming up here a week from Friday night, homecoming night, with the Richmond Bobcats in town, the former RSU2 members. And that should be a very good battle as the Bobcats have a strong team once again. The Ramblers will have some home games coming up. They've got Mountain Valley coming to town on Friday. Spruce Mountain with their new head coach Darren Allen. He'll be in Winthrop on Monday with the Phoenix, and then a trip up to Mount Abram. That's next Friday for the Ramblers.
So the players of the game, I'm going to get the graphic up. Where we have 2, I don't have enough room to get their names in. So we're just saying players of the game.
I'll announce them again. I don't mind doing that work. The 2 players of the game from Caps' Pizza today, the sophomore, Chase Hansen, number 5, for his volley goal. And co-player of the game today, Evan MacArthur with the Olympico, number 18. Those are our 2 Caps' Pizza players of the game. So that'll do it for our broadcast. Chris Wheeler manning our camera. Rob Munzing on production and color commentary. My name is Rob Kennedy. Thanking you for watching and saying goodbye from Farmingdale. The final score, the Bulldogs with an 8-0 win over Winthrop. Thanks for watching today on Munzing Media.